With Michigan down in recent years and Ohio State and Penn State dealing with their current issues, Wisconsin has certainly taken advantage in the Big Ten. 2 straight trips to the Rose Bowl, looking for a 3rd consecutive voyage out to Pasadena, the first Big Ten team to accomplish that since Michigan way back in 1979. MarkRogersTV on the 2012 Badgers. 6 players lost to the NFL and an offensive coordinator gone to Pitt. But these days, Brett Bielema's squad reloads, especially on offense. Led by Heisman candidate Montee Ball. Not Montee Ball anymore. He wants to be called Montee Ball, but whatever. 2,000 yards rushing, 39 touchdowns. Look at the stat sheet, not the name. He's amazing, and he's the best player on the offense, no doubt. But the most important player, Danny O'Brien, the transfer from Maryland, ACC Freshman of the Year 2 years ago, 22 touchdowns, 8 picks. Sophomore Jenks kicked in last year, 7 touchdowns, 10 picks. So which Danny O'Brien shows up in Madison? Well, we would expect the guy who threw the 22 touchdowns and maybe more with Wisconsin. He's going to be surrounded by much better players than he was with the 2-10 Terps. Okay, back to the running back position, and we can't forget James White, one of the best backups in the country. He would start probably for about 100 FBS teams. 1,800 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons. So Wisconsin loaded at running back, loaded along the offensive line, led by Outland candidate Ricky Wagner. But expect a bit of a decline up front. They've lost some key components in the offensive line. At wide receiver, Jared Abbrederis, not highly touted coming out of high school, but has turned it up. 55 receptions, 8 touchdowns. He's very dependable, but where's the help going to come? No other Wisconsin wide receiver returning caught more than 4 passes last season, so somebody's got to step up. Actually, 2 or 3 guys have to step up. But O'Brien's going to have a security blanket in tight end Jacob Peterson, the best pass-catching tight end in the Big Ten. 30 catches, 8 touchdowns. Now to the defense, which used to be the weak link, but very respectable last year. 15th in scoring defense, 19th overall defensively. They're not elite. They're a little bit slow, but they are strong. They're fundamental, and yeah, they're pretty quick. They're not that slow, but against the elite offenses like Oregon, they showed it, but very strong defensively, especially at linebacker. That's the core with Mike Taylor, who led the Big Ten with, get this, 150 tackles. And then you got Chris Borland. He had 143 stops. So all the tackles at linebacker, everything funnels to those guys. And Borland really filled up the stat sheet. He is so instinctive. He had 5 forced fumbles. He had 19 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, and 4 picks. At cornerback, Wisconsin's going to have some unproven players, so they count on the safeties who are veterans. Captain Shelton Johnson and also southward there at safety. And up front, Wisconsin strong again, led by tackle Ethan Hemmer, but they're going to have to get production out of blue chip recruit Bo Allen, who had just 4 sacks, and they expect him to explode in 2012. Again, Wisconsin needs to take advantage. Michigan's got, right now, the #1 recruiting class coming in 2013, and of course, that guy Urban Meyer is entrenched now in Columbus. Wisconsin may go undefeated. Certainly can't expect them to lose more than 2. We'll have the big preview of 2012 coming up later this week. Would love now to hear what you have to say about Wisconsin, the Big Ten, and college football in general on Mark Rogers TV.